What's up, guys? XU's back with another mod showcase. We're going back to Project Nuphillion. The mod creator released 2 leaders that have been completely revamped and are quote-unquote completed, although I'm sure if there's balance reasons they'll fix that. But other than that, all units, all leader powers are set in place, and I've been messing around with them, and I mean, they're so much fun. It makes me wish they were in the actual vanilla game, but at the same time, it's great seeing them in their own standalone way. Today I'm playing as Spartan Jacob. And actually, funnily enough, the second leader that is completed is Supreme Commander, which will be my next mod showcase video. We'll be playing as him and showing you that. But basically, I'm kind of doing things different than my normal videos. Instead of wasting your guys' time and like building everything off the start, I figured I'd get one of every leader power, upgrade everything, just so you guys can kind of get a gist of all that. And if you want to mess around with yourself, download the mod. Simple as that. But I have all the units lined up that are different or have new upgrades. I've maxed out everything besides for the unique upgrades, so you guys can actually read them and see them. But like combat tech, the jackrabbit, everything here is upgraded. There was nothing new in the barracks, so that's all upgraded. But I figured it'd be a way to read this, show you what the new upgrades are, and then show you the units, show you all the new leader powers, because there's a lot, and it's amazing. I don't think there's like 1 or 2 things that are maybe the same compared to vanilla leaders. But right off the bat, I'm just gonna jump straight to the actual units, and then I'll go into the upgrades, and then finally the leader powers. So first things first, this is your standard Marine squad for Jacob. They're ODSCs. D90 ODSC recruits to be exact. Grenade throw, combat tech, as you can tell by the rocket launcher. Standard, just a reskin, but I still think it's pretty cool having ODSCs as your main infantry, like in Halo Wars 1 when you had them upgraded. Second unit is the quote-unquote Bullfrog, which I love these guys. I think the concept of them is insane, and yet it's so simple too. They're basically jump pack brutes, but ODSC style. If any of you guys play Halo Reach, though, when you're in the city, you fall alongside jumping ODSCs. So I think that is like very, very cool having in this game. I really do, because you don't expect that. No other Halo game had that other than the Reach. Next up, again, another reskin like the Marines, ODSC sniper. Just a reskin, but still. Again, appreciative. Next unit is the Hellbolt Warhog with, I think it's actually let me tell. I'm pretty sure it's anti-air turret. Yeah, so it's an anti-air turret on it, except funnily enough, it doesn't attack air. It's kind of like a hit and run vehicle, which I think is cool. And this one does have an upgrade, which I'll read after. Wolverine, it's a standard Wolverine, but there is an upgrade for it, so I figured I'd train it. Chimera, or what I like to say is the Chimera, like in Thrawn's Star Destroyer in Star Wars, if you guys know that one. Same thing as a Scorpion, moves a little bit faster. I believe it does do the same amount of damage though, and has the same amount of health, except this one has a shield too. Which, I mean, if you guys play as Isabel and get best offense, having a shield on a Scorpion is great. Again, no special Y ability. It is just a canister shell, but it is what it is. Vulture, I think this is... Oh, it makes me so happy. They replaced the Phoenix missile, which is broken. For any of you guys that have played the game, you know how broken the Phoenix missile is. If you get a shit ton of vultures, they're almost unstoppable. But this one gives it the Halo Wars 1 Y ability, so it's a Mega Barrage, which I think is sick, which I'll show you guys that later. And then lastly, sorry, not lastly, but kind of lastly for like the main units, is the Pelican. You guys seen this in the initial Jacob video, like one of the very first Project Nuphillions I've released. It's a transport ship. It's like a Phantom, but it's still great having. And there are upgrades for it too to get it into its gunship state, which I find amazing. Next, I think one of my favorite things, and this is kind of what Hollow Wars was kind of inspired by, is the Marine Engineer. Basically, he is finicky, I gotta say. He works, but he's very, you gotta move him around and shit. But he deploys a beacon, and then you're allowed to build stuff anywhere you want, which I find is, oh, RTSs that allow you to build wherever you want, as many as you want, I find beautiful. Like Age of Empires. Shut up, Jerome. Age of Empires, Supreme Commander, and yeah, like a whole bunch of RTSs. But basically, you can drop bunkers. You can drop up to 6 supply pads and generators per player, 5 siege turrets, 4 normal turrets, and 8 watchtowers, which, I mean, I think is sick. You just click on it, starts constructing it, and it places it down. They are very weak, so they gotta be protected. I mean, they have, I think, it's either 1 or 2 bars of health. Of course, it's not gonna show it. But, yeah, I mean, look at that. That's insane. And for the last of the quote-unquote new units is the Condor. This has a completely different gun on it. Instead of its normal railgun, it has missiles. Like the Archer missiles, so I think that is sick. It's definitely more OP than the standard vanilla Condor, but it's still easy to take down. Next, we're gonna go through the upgrades. So like the barracks, there's nothing. Here, there's nothing except with this mod, which I love, and I think the original vanilla game needed, was more reinforcements. So this gives you a potential of 150 reinforcements in the entire game, which I think is amazing. Okay. Forgot to upgrade these turrets, my bad. This is the easiest AI, and they still just like to attack me. But yeah, I mean, having 150 pop, like, it's 30 extra pop, but that is a lot. Like, that helps so much. Next, we're gonna go into the vehicle factory. Obviously, no upgrades for the Kodiak. The Chimera, or Chimera, as I call it. Just had the canister shell. Nothing special about that. For the Hellbolt, though, replaces grenade launcher with EMP payloads. Slows effective vehicles and infantry on hit. So that's cool. I mean, always having a slow kind of reminds me of, I mean, you have, like, Serena, but what's the, oh, I can't think of, there's a slow, I think it's a hero, right? I think, oh, I might be thinking of Atrax Chosen. When you get him upgraded, he slows enemies, which is a pain, because then you're just dead if you have a hero. Next is the Wolverine volley ability, which you've probably seen on my channel before. It's the same thing, just different mod. Different, you know, different mod maker, but still, it's always nice to have what the original Halo Wars had. I do gotta say, I feel it's kind of underwhelming. I'm sure if you have a shit ton of Wolverines, it won't feel like that, but I feel like it could do more damage. And I'll definitely showcase that later on. Here, though, this is the Mega Barrage I was talking about. He already has it, but this basically doubles the missiles like it did in the original Halo Wars, so now it shoots even more. And I'll upgrade that so we have it, which remind me, I gotta upgrade these. That's all upgraded. And then the Pelican, which you can build inside your pad, allows you to have one more seat capacity, so you're allowed to have 3 units in it. Where is it? So right now you can only hold 2, but pretty soon you'll be able to have 3. And then once that's upgraded, you're allowed to have the gunship upgrade, which I forgot what it's called, but basically it's like the Pelican gunships that Cutter has, which I find insane. I'm gonna upgrade that. Sorry, a little pet peeve. But yeah, that's the upgrades. Those are the units. Next is what most of you are probably here for, is the leader powers. Some of these are like insane. So I have these only upgraded to tier 1. If you guys want to check the full power of some of these leader powers, test out the mod yourself. I encourage it. It's such a fun mod. But Flashpoint Ray 2, I did upgrade this to level 2 to kind of help me out in the beginning for 1 and for 2. It's basically Captain Cutter's first leader power. I mean, it really is. Everything's the same. So there's really nothing special about that. That is the one thing and probably only thing that's really duplicated. But basically, Smoke Veil, I find this is such a cool leader power. It's like a scatter bomb, but it drops smoke. So you can move your troops to. Like, I find that's insane. Like, some of these things, like, I never would have thought about that. Like, some of these things these mod creators think of is just amazing. Truly. But, next up is the bullfrog drop. Or, well, in this case, called jumper drop. And ignore that big-ass ring that you saw. That's going to be another lead power in the future. But, you know, drops us health. Or, bullfrog into battle. You can upgrade it, adds another one, and I'm pretty sure it adds veterancy. Next leader power is tactical override. Basically, it moves all units, which I like how it says speed by 25% for 10 seconds. I think things like that, like having that clear communication is key. Because, I mean, there's been some things in vanilla game, like I know Consano's final drop for one. It doesn't tell you what units it's dropping. It just says drops unit into like the heat of battle. And it's like, all right, what am I getting? Infantry? No, you get Marines, or you get Scorpion, Hornets, and I think it's Hellbringers, if I remember correctly. I don't even know anymore. But so that's nice having though. Being able to know what the percentage is and how long. Next up is another amazing leader power, and it sounds OP, but it's really not. Call in a series of orbital Mac blasts in a straight path, effective against clustered enemies.
We've lost a unit.
Really, bro?
I'm out, sir. Local units.
You're embarrassing me.
Roger.
Come on, buddy.
Local units.
All right, my hero's here to play though.
I'm under attack
Yeah,
from the
so like
enemy.
ignore the outer ring. It's this little ring in the middle that you're looking for. It drops a whole bunch of Mac blasts. Like, that's insane.
Over.
And like I said, it's not too... You'd think it'd be overpowered just by the sound of it, but it's not. Even the tier 3, it's not super OP, but still fun to use, and it's definitely not pointless.
Over.
Which I find amazing.
Moving.
But basically, again, let me try to... This map... This is a new map. This is, Ashes, but it's called Frostbound, and it's more snow-like. That's why it looks brighter. Which, hey... More maps, you know, even if they're the same map but different reskins, it's always nice to have.
Ready for duty.
You can't really argue with that,
Moving
but
to position.
basically what you see with this giant ring is this leader power here called Desperate Measures 1. Nearby units and structures heal and gain speed whenever a leader power is used. So it's basically Arbiter, which you can actually see where it says upgrade available. It says Jacob Conduit of Rage. Yeah, it's Conduit of Rage, but for UNSC. But
Looking forward to taking
I'm not
on the
gonna
enemy.
complain. And I mean, having the blue instead of the orange is really sick
Show them
too.
what we can do. On my way.
I don't know why. Like it's something. Oh, okay, it's a little like that, but I mean, having the blue instead is nice. Next up is ODST Assault Drop 1, and this actually activates, allows you to drop 3 ODST squads into battle. Normal ODST squads, so not the bullfrogs or the recruits. So I mean, these guys are the same. They allow you to drop the charges. Am I missing a charge? I didn't drop a charge. Anyways, but yeah, you can upgrade this 3 times. The second one, which you can read, adds 2 times Hellbolts. Hellbolts, sorry. And then the last one adds a Chimera Scorpion to the field, which I think is sick too. And then Last Stand is basically, this is another kind of duplicate leader power, but it's for the UNSC instead of Banish. It's Atrax's, my god, I can never remember the name. I think it's Dying Breath. Where, basically, units, fight till even after they're dead, which, hey, having UNSC one is pretty fucking cool, too.
Let's go, hell jumpers.
Next up is Rapid Insertion, which reduces the cooldown and cost of all ODST drop powers. So it's also like a Arbiter's leader power that I'm going blank in the head right now, but basically increases the jumper drop, the ODST assault drop, and then finally the Delta Squad. Which, oh shit, I fucked up. Hold on. Let me get these guys killed.
Set a care package, hell jumpers.
But yeah, I mean, all these are, other than this and this, they're new.
We're under attack. Over.
Even that's kind of new for UNSC, but I mean, some of these are just so sick. Like this one, I just love deploying smoke. That is like that, and it covers the entire base, so you don't gotta worry about the Nightingales covering the main and having the enemy strip you. Like, you're fine if they don't have any anti-cloak. But I'm gonna get him killed.
Casualties.
Oh, that was a loud screen. I'm so sorry. The final lead power, though, Delta Squad 2A. It's basically, you know, every ODST leader we've seen. It has a boomerang company, sniper, little Spartan laser drone, rocket, and the 3.
Moving out.
I like the little bit of lore it has behind it. Hardened veterans from Jacob's ODST days. That's like I love lore, so something like that, something so small like that, is just really fun to have. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do now, which here's the gunship weaponry, just making sure everything's upgraded, is I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna kind of show you guys what some of these Y abilities do. So I really hope this base ain't cloaked, or like base is gonna die really fast, but
Get those laser turrets ready.
Rally point set.
I am going to move these guys in, and hopefully he grabbed the mini bases. Again, this is the easy AI, so knowing my luck, he won't. Just making sure everything's upgraded as well. I'll show you here. So yeah, adds 1 Chimera Scorpion to the field. Nice touch. So it kind of reminds me of, in a way, Captain Cutter's assault group, ODST assault group, but
On our way.
I'd say this is kind of, depends on what you pick, I guess, because the other one dropped Cyclops, so. Alright, so that's all upgraded. That's all upgraded. Should probably heal this fucking base, which I don't know how to fucking do.
On me, hell jumpers.
There we go. Oh. Oh, it doesn't heal?
Supply pad upgrade complete.
So I don't think.
Judge, jury, and
First up, I'm
execution.
going to show you the Vulture.
Flying out.
And he don't have it. Great.
All
Alright,
units.
this could be a problem.
Hell jumpers.
Big guns
Does
on
he
the
have this one?
horizon.
No. No, he does not. Oh, I fucked up.
Weapons ready. We're up.
Don't worry, though. I'll show you the
Ready
VOD.
to do what needs to
I'll
be
show you
done.
all these. One way or another. But, basically, you'll need to see this.
Sounds like
You already saw
they're
this.
professionals.
You'll need that.
10-4.
I gotta get my
Just give me the
Wolverine in
coordinates
here.
and let me do the rest.
I'll probably show you
Let's go.
these things first.
Here to take
So yeah, Wolverine,
base is under attack.
volley ability. See, definitely underwhelming. I might actually get that told
Making a mess.
to
Watch
cutesy,
out.
see if he can improve, but that's not, I mean, that's still fucking OP, let's be honest.
Structure.
But
Full throttle. Moving out.
that may need a nerf.
Moving to location.
Now I'm actually looking at it properly, but yeah.
Warthog ready to rock.
This one, I don't, are those, I can't tell if those are shrapnel mines that shoots out or what. But as you can see, don't do a lot of fucking damage, but it does damage. It's more so for, I think, infantry, if I can recall. Yeah. Basically a Warhog, just different type, which it's okay to have, you know.
Eager to
A
tear
Mantis
this
is
place
basically
up,
a
sir.
little bit more OP of a Warhog, but
All systems ready, sir.
Let's bring some
and
heads.
then lastly,
Sir. Affirmative, sir.
oh shit, Wolverine.
Calculating trajectories.
This is the fucking Condor.
Hostiles have
Another
a bead on
little
us.
OP
Final enemy base is
goodie.
under attack.
Yeah,
Enemy structure destroyed.
yeah. Oh wait, it still has the Mac run. Okay, never mind. I lied. Sorry.
Local units. All units.
But yeah, this is Captain Jacob. Like I said, go test it out yourself, and go test out the Supreme Commander. There's also 3 other leaders, 2 bandit, or no, sorry, 4 other leaders. 2 banished, 1 UNSC, and then the Flood. But all those 4 are still a work in progress. And he also plans to add, I think they said up to 16 leaders. And actually, I'm kind of have an idea plan that I'm going to pitch them about a new leader. And I hope it goes through. But if not, it don't. And I'm very excited for it. And hopefully it does get added. Because that'd be cool having a leader added to a mod, you know? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment on what your favorite thing about this leader is. Let me know about the new format of this mod too. I feel like this saved us a lot of fucking time, that's for sure. And turn on notifications so you can find out when Supreme Commander comes out. And that's all she wrote. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice rest of your day.